Oh, it's hot.
To you so tight, the way I did before. I overdosed. Should've known your love was a game. Now I can't get you out of my brain. Oh, it's such a shame. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. We don't laugh anymore. What was all of it for? Oh, we don't talk anymore like we used to do.
All right, great sessions today. I didn't get to do session one. I walked in, there was so many people in there. It was so busy, and I found out later that that was the busiest morning they've had so far, so that was crazy. But I did 2K row, 50 push-ups, 2K ski, all nasal breathing. I think my average heart rate was like a 120 or something like that. I was supposed to do 50-meter sled pull after the ski, 3 rounds of all that stuff, but there was not, like I said, not enough room. I hardly would have been able to put my camera somewhere, but so instead of doing the sled pull, I put the sled pull at the end, which you guys saw. So great sessions overall. I'm gonna hop on the train and go back to the apartment because I got a couple of calls coming up. Happy Tuesday, get after it. Boom, deep breaths are done. Just got wrapped up with my first call with Austin. So we've got about 30 minutes until our next call, 35. So I've got my lunch, 200 grams of ground beef, about 70 grams of onions, 200 grams of sweet potato, a third of a red bell pepper, about half a teaspoon of really good high quality salt, and what am I missing? Oh, 5 grams of olive oil and some bone broth, all mixed into that. So we're talking protein, carbs, antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, healthy fats, and some good collagen from the bone broth. So really, really good meal, high quality meal. I always feel very satiated after this meal. And at this moment, I'm very hungry, very hungry. So no external stimuli here. I'm just going to eat this in silence. I'm going to turn you off here in just a second. Sit here in silence, eat, think, chill. No TV, no iPad, no phone, nothing like that. And really just try to be in the moment, calm down a little bit before we get on the next call here in about a half hour. So really looking forward to seeing Lauren. Amazing call. Amazing call. We just got wrapped up probably about 15-20 minutes ago. As soon as I got done, I got the bed all made. We made the sheets nice and fresh for Lauren to come home to. I'm about to let her out here in just a second to go to the bathroom, and then when I get back, I'm going to kind of vacuum everything, make sure everything's all cleaned up. It's already pretty clean. I'm a cleaner guy. But just kind of a last little rundown, make sure everything's looking nice and dope for my lovely wife to come home to. But just a great call. More news to come. Got another HYROX performance nutrition athlete on board. HYROX Select. We love it. Welcome to MAP. Not saying the name yet. All right, it's bedtime. Lauren literally got into bed for 5 minutes and she was out. She is so tired. She's been up since, I guess, 1 o'clock in the morning, our local time, and it's just past 9 o'clock, 3 past 9, so. But she's home. We're good to go. We'll check in tomorrow. Happy Tuesday. Get after it. All right, quick little fit check. We're about to go on a 60-minute run, but I've got the Lululemon, I guess beanie. Well, I guess back up. Whoa, 60-minute zone 1, zone 2 run. We're about to go do that, but I wanted to do a fit check. We've got a Lululemon hoodie. We've got AirPods, long sleeve, Under Armour, BPN top over it. We've got some leggings on, some Gymshark shorts, Stance socks, UFOs, Garmin, Whoop, and then heart rate monitor on the bicep. Like I said, 60 minutes, zone 1, zone 2. Happy Tuesday.
No.
Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Get after it. Okay, we got our run done. It was 10.3 kilometers. For you people who only talk in miles, that was 6.4 miles. Average pace was a 5:50 per kilometer pace. I have no idea what that is per mile. Probably like 9 or something like that. A little over 9. Average heart rate 128. Of that 60 minutes, I spent 37 minutes and 39 seconds in zone 2, which is 62%. And then almost 20 minutes of it in zone 3, which is 33%. Ideally didn't want to be in zone 3, and honestly, I shouldn't have been in zone 3 at all, but I felt good today. I had a good recovery. I woke up with my Whoop. Recovery was up, and my HRV was up, which is great. And I figured there's a time and place to push, and there's a time and place to pull back. Now, if my recovery was a little bit less this morning, then I would have likely done like a run-walk situation. My pace would have been lower. My heart rate probably would have been lower. And honestly, that's probably what I should have done today. But I'm building fitness, and sometimes I want to make a call. That didn't mean that I'm going to go zone 4 and see how I feel and do all that. No, that was still easy aerobic work. I spent 60+% of it in zone 2, and then the other 33% of it being in zone 3. It was also very low end zone 3. So I'm trying to push the pace of how fast I'm running, but also working to keep the heart rate down. So I'm like trying to get them to even out. So once I can get them to even out, I can push the pace and keep the heart rate lower. So it comes with time. It doesn't happen overnight, but that was good. That was fun. I just also got done eating breakfast, and then I'm about to hop on a call. We have our first call, Harrison. We got the group. I'll talk more about that later, but it's going to be a great day. Happy Wednesday. Get after it. Okay, Lauren has something to say.
Ciao vloggy! I am trying the viral Linwich chicken Caesar wrap.
Yep.
I ordered it from Linwich Village, I think it's called, and DoorDash, obviously, so it might not be as fresh as if I tried in person. But I got it with plain wrap, no croutons, no parmesan, and added avocado. Taste this. So good, my mouth is watering.
Mine is too watching this. That's crazy.
It'll make it his reaction.
Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering.
It's good.
It smells really good. Wow.
Maybe it needs a crunch with the croutons, but
That's really tasty though.
good, right?
Dang.
I like the wrap. Maybe if you order it, add the croutons just so you can have a little bit of a crunch. I like a crunch in my wraps, but I'm trying to be kind of healthy. Take away the croutons.
Take away the croutons, now you're healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go heat up my lunch.
Or put some chips on it.
Yeah, have some chips, some masa chips, or
Yeah, and put them.
in it.
Yeah.
Or what you could do This is what we should have done.
Masa.
No, I have just discarded sourdough bread in the thing. Let me break it up into crumbs, put it in the oven for 15-20 minutes to make homemade crumbs, and then put it in the other half. You eat that half?
You're a genius.
I'm gonna try that. That's crazy. I'm so freaking smart. Boom, 15 minutes later, we've got our croutons. Grab a handful. Couple more. Boom, boom.
Come to mamacita. Ow.
They're hot. Lauren.
It really burnt my tongue.
What?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Were you vlogging?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, they're really hot. 1 second vlog.
Yeah.
Do you still want me to eat it?
I hear the crunch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Much better.
Good? Okay, yeah. Look at that. Sourdough croutons in her wrap. How long did that take? 15 minutes? Oh yeah, I forgot to get a bite. Just a small
Can
one.
we hold it? Oh, that's a good crunch. Why do you crunch better than me?
More powerful jaws. Dang, that's good. Oh. Guten Morgen, happy Thursday. We are on our way downstairs to the apartment gym. We've got a 60-minute bike ride. So today, I'm not going to be getting on and off doing like side planks and push-ups, things like that. It's just a 60-minute easy bike. Probably just going to be strictly zone 1, easy aerobic work. And then as soon as we get done with that, we'll come upstairs, we'll have our first breakfast, and then I'm going to look at the weather. If it's nicer, or I guess if it's not raining super hard, I'm going to go outside and do my 1Ks outside, but we'll see. If not, we'll come back downstairs and we'll do them on the treadmill. But TBD, happy Thursday, get after it. I'm just getting started here on the bike, and I was curious to see what my recovery was, because we're literally a science experiment. We are a science experiment. So it's really cool to have data to look at, and before you look at the data, to subjectively be like, how do I feel? I woke up this morning and I knew I didn't get a lot of sleep, not as much as usual. Kind of was doing some stuff last night, and then just ran a little bit later into my evening routine. So according to my Whoop, I got 6 hours and 49 minutes, and I knew that I got less sleep, but I woke up feeling really good, and I was like, wow, okay, let's check it out. So my recovery on my Whoop though was a 94%, 94. So I'm looking at it right there. My HRV is about 10% above baseline last night, and then the night before that, my HRV was like 5 or 6% above baseline. Is it a coincidence that my HRV is higher now that Lauren's home? I don't know. All I know is that Lauren needs to be around me at all times, because this happened when I came from Oklahoma to here. I got here, and all of a sudden my sleep got better, my HRV started spiking back up, and my recovery was a lot better. So just goes to show you that find someone that gives you peace, and find your person, because it truly affects how you live your life, good and bad. But I know that I need to have Lauren with me at all times. That's all I had to say. Session 1 is done. Let's head upstairs, get some breakfast, and we'll be ready for session number 2. All right, I had my fun. I rested just for a bit, ate my food, let it digest, and now I'm getting on my running shoes, and we're gonna run on the treadmill downstairs. Now, I need to put some different socks on. All right, I got my socks. Now, it's not ideal running on the treadmill, but because today's workout is 4x1K, 4 minutes rest in between, and the goal is to go pretty much as hard as I can go. I can't tell if this is right or left. And dude, let's check the other one. Maybe that'll tell me. And essentially, like, I could go to the gym, but it just doesn't make sense to take essentially a 1 hour round trip train, $6, spend all the money to go do that for 4 rounds. I can't run outside. It's literally pouring outside. Before you say anything, I'm not afraid of the rain. I just don't want to try to run 1Ks as fast as I possibly can in the rain, and that just is not ideal. Not ideal today. So if it was like a normal run and it was a little bit warmer and I didn't fear potentially getting a little sickness from it or something, just protecting myself, then I probably would. But I'm going to play it safe here. I'm going to go downstairs. We'll run on the treadmill. Also, check out Charlie finally got a new bed because she ruined her last one. And she's just like cooked. Okay, we're about a little over 2 minutes into our first rest after the first interval. I had a bloody nose. Weird. 312. Man, I had the incline set on 1 for the treadmill to kind of simulate more fatigued legs, and it's tough. It's tough. But we've got a little under a minute and a half now, and then we'll get into interval number 2. The goal was gas yourself. Gas it right away, and then hold on tight for the last 3. So let's see what we can do for the last 3. Interval 2, 333. Ugh, weird. I set the speed on the treadmill to be the exact same, but it was slower. But I'm also going off of the distance on my watch, not the treadmill itself. So the watch will kind of calculate it. Like, the time makes sense. And I don't want to add 0.62 to a number on here every time. I'd rather just look at my watch, and it adds up to be about a similar time. So halfway there. 333. One more. Hold on tight. The first 500 meters, almost 600, is okay. That last third, man, ooh, it's tough. It's so tough. Last set. Happy lunchtime. We got wrapped up with that session. Great session. I just quickly wanted to cover it. 6.07 Ks, so that's 3.77 miles. Like I said, the goal was 4x1K at a go for it pace. Now, because it was raining, I didn't go outside. I probably wouldn't have got as good of an effort in terms of like a threshold run if I would have went outside and did it. I could have done it outside, but I wouldn't have got the stimulus I was going for if I did. So we did it inside. Interval 1, 312. Number 2 was 333. Number 3 was 333. And number 4 was 332. So that's a 509 per mile pace on the first one, and then the other 3 were about a 541 to 543 per mile pace. 4 minutes rest between sets. I made a post about it on Instagram, kind of talking about that. In the I use the watch metrics to track it, obviously, but the treadmill was faster. The treadmill was clocking me at like a 310 to 319 per kilometer. So that's about a 505 to 522 per mile pace. And I would say it felt more like that than it did the higher ones. But I'm okay with that because that's like it's kind of a confidence booster to say, hey, like, I know I can do it there. Now, the 4 minutes rest in between, that doesn't necessarily translate immediately to HYROX, okay? Like, I couldn't go, like, you're not getting 4 minutes of rest during HYROX. You're running, and then you're getting into a fitness station. I know that. But right now, the goal is to body recomposition. So I'm eating in a caloric deficit, and there's a lot of nuance to that. I do have all the micronutrients I need. I have all the carbs I need. I have all the fats, protein, but still in a caloric deficit to remove some body fat. because we want to be able to create less inflammation with less body fat. Because I've said it before, the less inflammation you have, the better you can recover. The better you can recover, the more often you can train. The more often you can train, the more you can make adaptations. In this case, HYROX. So I'm not tripping about having 4 minutes rest between sets. And honestly, those Ks, were they uncomfortable? I talked about it. Yeah, a little bit. But they weren't like horrible. The first 600 or 700 are like, oh, yeah, I'm good. And then the last 300 are like, oh, kind of uncomfortable. But honestly, even on that last rep, I felt that was probably my best rep, aside from maybe the first one. The first one always sucks, so it doesn't really matter. But it's just cool to make, or I guess not cool. It's important to remember that it doesn't happen overnight, and that there's literally 12 weeks and one day from the time that I'm talking about it in this moment. 12 weeks and one day until I actually race. I don't need to be in race shape for 12 weeks. It's going to be really hard to do that, actually. You'll burn out, probably get hurt, stress goes up, inflammation goes up, all these things. So you periodize it. You focus on one thing for an extended period of time, then you focus on the next thing. We're going to be in this quote unquote body recomposition for about 5 weeks, 5 more weeks, about a month from now. So what is today? Today, as I'm making this, is the 5th. So yeah, I'll have a good 7-8 week stretch where I'll be able to just literally go crazy on training for performance. I'm still training for performance. Don't get me wrong. There's still threshold runs that I'm doing. AKA, I just talked about it. We're still touching ergs or like the crappy rowing machine downstairs for threshold. I did that on Monday. Like, we're still doing things. It's just saving the nervous system and being able to recover from it, because I am in a caloric deficit, because we are body recomping, all these things. So I just want to talk through that. It's fun. I'm going to get back to work. I had some lunch. Lauren had to go run some errands, and I'm going to get back to work because it's time. I feel good. Happy Thursday. Get after it. Happy Friday. We are on our way to the gym. Running about 15-20 minutes behind. It has been a weird morning. Just had a couple of things like not go my way, and not in like an extreme or bad way, just in like a very inconvenient way. And all of a sudden now I'm just grumpy. And I'm getting better. I'm outside, I'm walking, moving the body around. But like the grumpiness for about 15 minutes there, I was just, ugh. But let's go to the gym. 2 sessions. Get after it. Okay, we're about to walk in the gym here in just a second, but it's worth adding. The weather's supposed to be nice here pretty soon. Sun's supposed to come out for a couple of days, and then it's supposed to get right back down to the 30s and 40s. But I can't wait for some sunshine, some warm weather. I'm just ready for some of it, man. I'm ready to bask in the sun. I don't have enough adjectives to describe how excited I am. Look at this vlog. We got sushi, ramen. They gave us some soup for free, and then some spring rolls. And then we also got Love Is Blind on the television. All right, we got some tough news I've been neglecting to share. So I think Lauren came back from Milan and gave me something. I had a little chest tightness. What was it, yesterday, right? And then, but I was fine. I went through the day fine. Like, it really wasn't a big deal. And then today I woke up and I felt the exact same, but like I felt fine. My recovery wasn't the best. Like, it was a yellow, but it wasn't bad. So I just went on with my day. I probably should have not done that, because as soon as I got done with those sessions, I felt like doo-doo, just straight doo-doo, which sucks. But I'm gonna just take it super easy the rest of the weekend. That is where we're at. So happy Friday. Get after it. All right, before we finish off the video, it's Sunday, so the day you're seeing this video is the day that I'm making this portion in the video. I think I broke my fever last night. I was sweating like crazy. I had to move to the couch because like I was just so hot and it was insane. But I'm feeling a little bit better, a lot of bit better, I guess. I wouldn't know. I don't know. My head still kind of hurts sometimes. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. But basically, I'm doing better than I was 2 days ago. That's as simple as that. To finish the video, I quickly wanted to highlight, we have someone else that joined our HYROX Performance Nutrition Club. That is Dan NUNES. Dan. Yeah, there we go. My wife's clapping it up for you, Dan. Dan is currently in Washington, D.C. He's got 2 races today. He's got a solo, and then he's got a doubles, I think a mixed doubles. So that's exciting. And then I think in early April, he has a pro doubles or pro solo. I can't remember, in Miami. And then in May, he's got New York City, which is the goal is to go sub 60. That is why he's doing this. So we're taking on all of his nutrition. He's got all his meals with him. He is super fired up. He said he didn't drink a White Monster energy drink all week, which is a win. There you go, bro. That stuff destroys your gut. If anybody tells you otherwise, that's okay. Let them think so. Whatever. Anyways, really excited to have Dan on board. The dude is just, he's a weapon. The dude is awesome. Really good person. Just someone that's like super genuine. I met Dan in Dallas. Katie and I went to the Shakeout 10,000cc Shakeout run. And I just met him that day. Like, I did the 30 calorie echo bike or assault bike challenge, and I shook his hand. I was like, yo, I'm Gabe. He's like, I'm Dan. And we talked for maybe a minute or two. I saw on the 10,000cc Insta that he like or he was on there. So like I followed him, he followed me back, and then we just like would shoot messages back and forth. And it was just cool. And that's kind of how we started. And then saw each other at the at an event here in New York at Performance HQ when Jack did a like seminar thing. Kind of talked some more there. We saw each other in Phoenix, got to talk there. He was in the wave in front of me for the HYROX. So we were like warming up outside before the race together. So it's just kind of like slowly culminated into just kind of like, acquaintances to kind of becoming friends, which is cool. And then obviously Austin and I being able to help him with his nutrition and the goal of helping him go sub 60. So we're going to do things differently than probably what he's done before, implementing different ideas, different nutritional protocols that are just, I'm really excited for him to see and overall just improve on. So that's what I had for the rest of the video. Hopefully I start feeling better. I just kind of have a little cough and crap like that right now, but it'll get better. It'll get better.
Good. That means you're coughing it all up.
I'm coughing it all up. There we go. Whoa. I'm not trying to be a pick-me. Happy vlog. See you next one.